I want to come on here and do a live. I have to come in my bathroom because my son is here. But I wanted to come on here and do a live. Sorry, y'all, stuff keep popping up. I wasn't even going to say nothing about this whole statue situation because I already know what it is when it comes to our community. And I say this often, and I say it all the time, and I leave comments. I, I say all the time, please understand, as a black person, white supremacy has ingrained in our mind to hate each other. That's why black women don't like other black women. That's why black men don't like black women and vice versa. That's why our community is so jacked up as it is. And that's why white people can get together. They can get together even if that person is wrong. Because no matter what, they go support each other, even in wrong, but not us. Which I'm not saying we should do that, but white supremacy has made it to where we hate each other. Again, I wasn't even going to speak on this statue because, like I said, I already know when it comes to other black women, and I know it's not all black women that do this, but when it comes to black women, some are just rude and mean and hateful. Here's the thing with that mammy term. I love my people. I cuss a whole out over my people. If I see you in the grocery store and I see somebody bothering you, I got your back. I'm always for my people. But for this situation, count me out. Some of y'all don't really know what a mammy is, but you want reparations, but you don't even know what a mammy is. Y'all like my shower curtain? I just got it. If you Google what a mammy really is, and please understand, white supremacy made the term mammy. But a mammy is a real woman in the black community. She was a slave woman. And she didn't have no choice but to cook for that white family. She didn't have no choice but to take care of those white kids. She didn't have no choice but to work in the field and put that baby on her breast. I'm about to say something else. She didn't have no choice but to put those white kids on her breast. See, that black woman that you disrespect, but let's not forget, y'all want reparations. Y'all disrespect our ancestors. That's the woman that got off the boat, didn't have no choice but to be a slave. But y'all, and I'm one of them, but you out here talking about you tired. You out here talking about you tired of being a wife. You getting tired of cooking. You getting tired of going to work. You tired, right? But you disrespect, quote unquote, a mammy. Again, we did not make that term up. White supremacy made that term. That black woman had no choice but to get up early in the morning. Mind you, she still had to cook for her husband. She still had to cook for her children if she had children. Still had to get up, whether she was working in the field or whether she was working in the house. She had to take care of that family or pick that cotton from sun up to sundown. Still had to go home, cook for her kids, cook for her husband, have sex, make more babies. And honestly, and I'm shortening everything out because let's not forget, they got S-aid, forced, master flirting with them, lying on them. We already know the horrors of slavery. We know the horrors. If you don't know, please Google it. I know the horrors of my people. That's why when it comes to this mammy term, ain't no way I'm going to disrespect my ancestors. I can't get with y'all on this one. The mammy that we know here today in 2025 is the woman on the syrup bottle. Black people had their panties in a bunch. We don't want her on the syrup bottle. That's a mammy. I already knew to shut my mouth. Why? Because I knew that woman that's on that syrup bottle, her family is still here today. And they get paid off of that. I already knew. I don't know how I knew, but I knew. For the sake of this video, I actually Googled the information. I had never Googled it. And I found out that there were several women who were on that syrup bottle. And white people will make those women go around town and cook for white people, and they embody that character of a mammy, which is the women in our community who are forced to serve white people for free. And so there were several women who portrayed this character and went around. That's what white people did. And so, like I said, the newest quote unquote mammy that we know is the woman on the syrup bottle. And I think they eventually put her face back. Like I had been saying, y'all need to be quiet. Her family is getting paid off of that. That family, that woman did, and she has a name. But that woman did what she had to do, whether she was going around portraying that character, she did what she had to do, and it's 2025 and her family still get paid. Ain't no way I'ma open up my mouth and ask for reparations and not disrespect the women who came before me, who went through horrible hundreds of years of brutality, and I'm gonna disrespect them and ask for reparations in the same breath? Let's fast forward 2025. We got the statue. Remind you, we don't know nothing about that black woman. You just see an overweight black woman with jeans, t-shirt, and braids. Oh, I was waiting on y'all asses to talk about her braids. I finally saw it. But you got the nerve to wear braids, but then talk about a statue wearing braids. Anyways, we got the nerve to talk about that black woman because she overweight and wearing jeans and t-shirt. So according to black people in 2025, to be considered a mammy, you just got to be a little overweight and wear jeans and t-shirt. And you're a mammy. And to y'all, that's disrespectful. Which disrespects the women before us who actually, again, we did not call them mammies. White supremacy made that term. I do not call those women mammies. Those women did what the fuck they had to do because of slavery. Again, but you want reparations, right? You hate the idea of your people from back then, but want reparations. You hate the idea of a fat black woman, but want reparations. I can't roll with y'all on this one. I'm sorry. And I ain't never gonna roll with y'all on this one. I'm gonna always have our people back. No matter what. But y'all wrong on this one. Please understand. White supremacy has made y'all hate each other. White supremacy has made it to where if you see a bigger black woman, you hate her. And you don't know nothing about her. And according to some people, this statue is based off a real woman. Whether that's true or not, I don't even know. All you gotta do is see an overweight white woman and you hate her. And she is embarrassing to you. You are discombobulated. And for some reason, y'all follow this shit and y'all really think this shit makes sense. But again, you want reparations, right? You want reparations, but you go disrespect your own people. You go disrespect your own people for money. You go disrespect the women who came off the boat. Mind you, some women didn't even make it off the boat. They jumped. They jumped. Some babies didn't even make it. But these women stepped off the boat. But you hate the idea. You hate the idea. And the thing is, you just see an overweight woman, but a quote unquote mammy could be any woman. It could be a small woman because it wasn't just overweight black women who had to serve white people. It was skinny black women too. You do know that, right? It was skinny black women. It wasn't just overweight black women. They could have been dark. They could have been light. They could have been medium. Could be my color, darker than me, same color. Man, woman. A mammy could be anybody. Because several of our people all had to do the same thing. You hate the idea of your own people and it disgusts you. Make you discombobulated. But you want reparations. Sorry to tell you, I ain't never go disrespect my people who came before me. I ain't never go disrespect the people who was on the plantation. I ain't never go do that shit. You on your own. I don't care if I see a statue of a skinny black woman, an overweight black woman, whoever black woman. That's a black woman. It's all kinds of black women. But the overweight black woman upset you. What the hell her body got to do with you? But for some odd reason, being skinny means you better than everybody. I don't know how y'all came up with this shit, but okay, whatever. I have no problem with any type of woman, whether she's skinny, medium, fat, overweight, long hair, short hair. It's an individual. But if you feel like you better skinny with your weave, with your whatever, that's fine. But specifically, an overweight black woman embarrass you. And she's embarrassing. But she embodies the slave woman who did what she had to do to take care of her family. But you want reparations. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I can't get with y'all on this one. But again, if you need help in the grocery store, you know those other people bothering you, you need help in the grocery store, hey, this is hey, I'm coming. I'm for my people all day, every day. But some stuff I can't get with. I'm sorry. I can't get with y'all on this one. Um, but yeah, hopefully that makes sense. And if you really want to understand what a mammy is, please Google what a mammy is. I already knew, but for the sake of this conversation, I actually went ahead and Googled, and I actually Googled all the information on the lady on the syrup bottle. I already, like I said, I already knew her family was getting paid. That's the mammy that we know of today. Her kids still get money off her picture being on a syrup bottle. But that woman on that syrup bottle, you embarrassed of her. You're embarrassed of her. But she's in your community, right? You're embarrassed of her because she did what she had to do to feed her fucking family. You're embarrassed of her. But you want reparations, right? You want reparations even though you're embarrassed of her, right? You want to put your foot in her neck and you want to talk shit about her, but you want reparations. And embarrassed of her. I'm sorry. I can't get with it. Much respect to that woman on that syrup bottle. Much respect to her kids. Much respect to all the other black women who were on that syrup bottle. Because, baby, ain't no way I could have did what y'all did. Ain't no way I could have been a slave. Much respect to my ancestors for doing what they did. And if we ever get reparations, I'm going to thank them again. I'm getting money because of them. Because of the horrors they went through. But you're embarrassed of her, right? But you still want money. Anyways, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out. See you in the next video.